Let me tell you a story.
Hello, and today we are off to the bike show at the NEC. Obviously we're going on a Thursday, which is trade day. I'm the carry mule, carrying everything for my dad. I'll show you what's the stuff you need to take to a bike show. So you've got business cards, tripod, chewing gum, water, batteries and SD cards.
And also we got Big Bad Coiny with me in case there's any trouble. So the rules to these bike shows, what you got to remember is it's full of marketing folks who will try and sort you out with their bits and pieces that they're trying to show off. It's great for us because they can do the filming demonstration, we don't have to bother. Marketing folks are all your best mate and all say, yeah, we'll send you this, we'll send you that, but take it with a bit of a pinch of salt, because when you email them, probably about 80% of them don't even get back to you. But that's just the cycling trade. So we're here now at the NEC. We're going to head over and get some breakfast, have the important bit done first. Product check. You guys might be interested in this. Any of you who are sort of Facebook fans who like to follow different bikey pages, it might be worth checking out Filthy Rides MTB. I think they're picking up weight. They've got like 30 odd thousand page likes now, and they do all merchandise, and they sent me this. I really like this t-shirt because it's like the Krusty Kremes type thing. So yeah, hit them up. Filthy Rides MTB. So the first stand we've come to is the Stanton guys, and Gabby is going to tell us there's something special about this one here, which is Dan Stanton's own special one. So what's different to this bike compared to the others?
Well, what Dan found when we started with the first original bikes, he wanted a 15. We built one and he rode it, and he just felt that the seat and the standover was perfect, but the reach was a little short for him. He wanted something a bit longer, so we got his head around it, and we worked out that we could put the same head tubes on a 15 and then extend the reach to 16.5.
Yeah.
So basically this is a in-between size almost. It's a 15 cross 16 and a half hybrid with a 15-inch head tube, but it works out fine. Dan sat on it, felt the reach, and that, I mean, we pretty much only got it built 2 days ago, just before we came down, so it's not had a real test ride yet, but all the first indications is going to be a real pinner for him.
Nice.
I think he's going to plan on racing it next year. So.
Well, I was thinking we're going to come with you if we can to the southern races you're going to do, so we can be a big force.
Yeah, well that's the thing. I think there's me, Jordan, our engineer, Dan, I think Dan, Darren, he's definitely going to be racing, so yeah, it should be a pretty good turnout, man.
I reckon that'll get competitive as well.
More banded.
So were you, last night you got here quite late, what time were you set up?
Well, we got here about 5:30, and then literally half a stand built. It still wants a little bit of finishing off this morning, but we got here about 5:30, and quarter past 11. We got finished, man. It was terrible, but we weren't terrible. It was just a lot of work, a lot of lifting, a lot of drilling. But yeah, it's turned out better than we could all imagine, really.
Well, they certainly look on point, and I like the way you've got the matching colour with the stands to the bikes.
Yeah, you know, we like to come to these sort of things and put as much effort and thought into it as we can, really.
Yeah.
You know, it's our public face, and you know, everybody's here to see it, and we want to put our best side forward and best foot forward. So put the effort in, and hopefully it shows and pays off.
So we're at the Halo stand here. Obviously, I've been running these hubs for the whole of 2018, pretty much. But this caught us attention. Apologies to those who aren't into the road bikes, but it's It's like a mountain biker's road bike. Cool colour to start with, but check it out. Single ring. Obviously it's got the halo stuff on, and really weird for a road bike, it's got a dropper post on. How much you say that frame set is? £3 grand. Nice cool £3 grand for that frame. Caught up with one of our channel sponsors here. This is John from Fenwicks.
Hi, you're right.
And we've got this awesome sort of speed machine. Tell us about this bike.
This bike has just broken the European speed record. It did 149.1 miles an hour at Elvington Airfield, being ridden by Neil Campbell. And it was built by one of my friends, Andrew Jones of Moss Bikes. So it's a hand-built machine with 3D printed yokes on the rear end, and it's designed with motorbike parts as well as bicycle parts to be super stable at 200 plus miles an hour. At the moment, as I say, we've hit 149, but we are going for far greater things, because the lady has just beaten the world record at 183 miles an hour over in the States, and we're hoping to break that next year in Yorkshire.
So how does it work? Is this like pedalled behind a vehicle with, you know, a bit like a Guy Martin thing with a big platform?
Yes, it's exactly like the Guy Martin thing. Basically, Operation Pacemaker broke the Guy Martin record behind a Peugeot estate. So we've smashed that out to the park. Now we've been working with Porsche, and we've had the record, as I say, we've got the record up to 149.1 miles an hour for the European record. Next time we're looking at putting it behind a drag car with 400 brake horsepower called Red Victor, so we can get to upwards, well, over 180, 190 miles an hour we're looking for next time. We'll try for the record.
And what's your link with this? Are you just supporting them, or are you
I support them.
it?
We've added a little bit of finance to it, that sort of thing. It's not about, for us, it's not about finance, and this is all about guys tinkering with bikes, making stuff that, you know, you wouldn't really dream of doing. You know, it's sort of shed mechanics. It's a bit of everything the bike industry is built on, really. You know, people doing their passion and building bikes. So we provide the chain lube and the cleaners for the bike and that sort of thing. And it's just about making it go as fast as we possibly can. So the bike is, to get back to your original question, the bike is actually towed up to a certain speed, and then the rider pedals over a certain distance. So he will. Last time we did the record, I think he started pedaling at about 120 miles an hour. So then was then under his own speed up to 149 miles an hour.
So how's things going with Fenwicks?
Very good, thanks.
Yeah?
Everything's working well. We've been super busy today already, and the show's only just started. So yeah, really.
Well, we're really over the moon that you've sort of agreed to hook up for another year, which is
you're welcome.
fantastic, and for all the viewers of Pin TV, that's a thank you from them, because obviously without people like yourselves, a lot of this, you know, we couldn't give you the good content. So yeah, we've got this prize giveaway going on soon.
Oh, yes.
So look forward to that.
Yeah, look forward to that.
Thanks,
as well,
John.
Yeah. No, you're welcome.
One thing that's usually overlooked at bike shows is the weird and wonderful. So let's go and find some.
Okay, we caught up with Hannah here from Crank Brothers. Crank Brothers, obviously they support us, which is amazing. I've been testing the pedals out and I've got to grips with them. I'm sticking with them. Tell me about these flash new carbon wheels.
So, Synthesis is coming, launching on the 1st of October, hopefully after this video goes live. It's a completely new focus on wheel system. So we've created a new carbon wheel. It's not just a Crank Brothers wheel made carbon, we've gone complete from the ground up. So we're working with two of the best wheel developers in the industry. Jason Shears founded Envy, he's been working with composites for the last 20 years or so, and Mello Baumeister, also a absolute legend and specialist in carbon layups. So these two guys have combined to create something different. So we think about Jason Shears, his theory has always been that carbon wheels should be super stiff. So think like he was the founder of Envy, that's his background. Whereas Mello Baumeister has always focused on more of a compliant carbon wheel, so looking at how the wheel rides on the trail, absorbing some of that trail chatter. What we did was we spoke with different riders, found out what they actually liked about a carbon wheel, found out that people really liked a compliant front wheel, great for going into the corners, and a really super stiff rear wheel to get that power out once you've got around the corner. So we've created the Synthesis wheel system. It's developed to be compliant on the front, super stiff on the rear. We've done that by using different spoke layups, different spoke tensions, and also different carbon layups in the rim as well. So it's a super tuned wheel system. So yeah.
What's the cost and the weight of these things?
The weight varies. We've got downhill specific, we've got enduro, and we've got XC trail.
So your enduro ones, what are you talking weight with those?
About 1,800 grams. So
Yeah.
weight is comparable to other brands, but that's not our focus. Our focus is to get that really true, like the best feeling, the best riding wheel on the market. That was our focus.
Okay.
They're super strong. They've got a lifetime warranty on the rim. Even if you have a crash, we'll still sort you out. Just don't drive over it in your car, but anything else we'll look after you.
And price-wise?
So we've got two different options. There's the level 11 with Project 321 hub, which has got a 2.5 degree engagement. We've got blade spokes on there from Sapin, and that's 2,150. Or you've got the level 7 with a Crank Brothers hub, and that's at 1,500 quid.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
These are Lurie straps. At the moment we've got frame and saddle straps with a whole bunch of other products in the pipeline. They're handmade in the UK. We've got a whole bunch of colours and patterns to choose from, and they're designed to carry tubes, CO2, other kind of contents on your bike to help you ride without a backpack. What separates this from a lot of other brands is it's got an elasticated preload system, so you can actually mount your contents to the strap, make them secure before then applying it directly to a bike. So it makes moving from bike to bike or moving to clean a lot easier. We're using an Omni-Loop style Velcro that fastens against itself at any point, so you can adjust a full range of adjustability. It's not separate hook and loop, it's all combined. Makes it super versatile. It's got a bit of lead-in fabric here, so when you actually apply it around the frame, you can thread it through the loop very easily, even with gloves. And we have a bowed loop here to help resist bunching of the strap when you're pulling it and mounting it really tight to the bike. The tube has rubber piping on the elastics, so when it's pressed against the frame, it helps resist against scratches and scuffing. Using my hand to simulate a down tube here, you can pull it super tight. It's very robust, and the webbing is non-staining. You can hose it down, put it in a washing machine, whatever you like. Super secure, and check out our range. That's Lurie, L-O-U-R-I, not Lowry.
Empty your mind. Be formless, shapeless, like water. Now you put water into a cup, it becomes the cup. Put it into a teapot, it becomes the teapot. Now water can
So the one thing I quite often get at these shows when I'm just stood around is backache, and I have to keep sitting down and having a stretch. But here we have these True Viv, and as you can see, it's like a massage thing. Looks like some sort of weird sex aid, but it is a massage thing, and I got it on my back, and it is amazing. So how's yours, Todd?
Very nice.
You're liking?
Yes.
or drip or crash. Be water, my friend.
So we've found the Vittoria stand. These are the guys who have hooked up with us as our latest channel sponsor. It's great to see them here, and quite a big presence, and they're showing the airliner off. They've got a cutout here showing exactly how it fits in the tyre. This is in one of the Morsas, which we've been running on the rear over the summer. At the extra stand, when it comes to channel sponsors, here is the RRP, sporting the Pro Guard, the new rear guard, and all their other bits and pieces. This is a new brand of see-through forks, bar, stem and saddle. Quite impressive. Check it out. Come over to one of the little sort of foodie, drinky things. I wanted a Diet Coke. Then you got that chicken thingy. Then looks like you got twat for sale. home now. Brilliant show, always is good there. It's always a shame, I think, at these shows that you see a lack of big brands who could be there, so I don't know what that's all about. I guess nowadays it's cheaper for them to go to certain events like Hard Rock and Malvern's, etc., which is understandable because the bike show is very expensive to have a stand. Anyway, some great things that have happened today, one of which is we've got continual support from Extra UK. So that's with the Crank Brothers pedals, that's with the Cane Creek suspension, the Ergon grips, the Ergon saddles and Ergon backpack. Also I've got a full-on show head, I call it now, when you've been at these shows and you've been chatting to them all day and your brain just goes to mush by the end of the day. I'm used to being outside grafting, so that kind of thing doesn't really suit me. But it's been great to see everyone. And we've got a few potentials, got to do a bit of emailing tonight and see what we can get off people that have promised stuff. And also Shred XS, they've showed a big interest with supporting Todd for the kids' clothing, which would be amazing. So watch this space. I hope you like this video. See you in the next one.